Hey guys, it's Austin here, and today I got a video for you, and we are doing top 5 horror games that you must play this Halloween on your PS4. I thought, why not bring the top 5s back, and since we're already halfway through October, let's have a little bit of a Halloween-themed video and just talk about these scary games that I think are the best to play for Halloween on your PlayStation 4. I will say we have 5 games and an honorable mention, and we're just going to get right into the list and not waste your times. The honorable mention, we have The Last of Us. I know The Last of Us isn't the scariest game, or you don't look at it as a horror game, but it is definitely a survival horror game. There's zombies across the world, resources are scarce, and you don't know what's more dangerous, zombies or people. The Last of Us tells an amazing story. I personally think it's one of the best games that has ever been made. Maybe it's just because I grew up in the generation of The Last of Us and I hold it on such a high pedestal. Maybe I'm looking at it with rose-colored glasses, but I truly think The Last of Us is a work of art, and it's free for PlayStation Plus members for this month of October. And The Last of Us 2 is coming out soon, so if you want to catch up and learn a little bit more about The Last of Us, if you're planning on getting The Last of Us 2, now would be a great time to start it. Let's get right into our number 5 spot. We have Friday the 13th, the game. Now, if any of you guys watching this video has this game, you guys are like, what? What are you talking about? This game is a glitchy mess. Yes, I know it has its problems. It's not the best graphics, but it's definitely not the worst. It definitely has some problems with the facial expressions from the characters, but whatever. You look past that. You look past the glitches. You load up Friday the 13th with a group of 3, maybe 4 other friends, and you're going to have some of the best fun you've had on your PlayStation in a long, long time. Friday the 13th was free for PlayStation Plus a few months ago. I forget which month it was, but ever since then, I've always played it with my friends a few times every week. At first, right when I started playing it, it was every day for hours and hours. This game was so much fun. And not only is it fun with friends, it's just genuinely stimulating when you're by yourself and you don't know where Jason is, and then all of a sudden you hear his music and he's right behind you and you've just got to run. It genuinely gets your heart pumping because you don't have a walkie-talkie to talk to the other people in the map. You don't have a map, so you don't know where you're going. You kind of just have to hopefully stumble into another player and ask them for help. And there's some dickheads on that game, so you might have to just fend for yourself. Moving on to the next spot, we have number 4, Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil fans, I know you guys love your survival horror games. I'm not a big fan, so I only have it at number 4. Alright, I do love Resident Evil 7, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't think it's the scariest. I think it's more of a creepy game, and it kind of just scares you with a lack of resources and a constant boss following you around. But being stuck in close quarters in a survival horror game and having a realistic point of view, a first-person point of view rather than an over-the-shoulder or a fixed camera angle, definitely adds to the horror. Not only does the first-person view and the beautiful graphics really make you feel immersed, but there's also a VR option for the most insane people. Coming in at number 3, we have a PlayStation exclusives, Until Dawn. When Until Dawn came out, I'm sure you guys remember it lighting the world on fire. Every YouTuber was playing it. Everybody was doing reaction videos. And that's for good reason. Until Dawn, not only is it creepy and not the scariest, like I said with Resident Evil 7, just a creepy game, but it also is an interactive game where your choice you make now could impact the entire story, who lives, who dies, 10 minutes from now, maybe an hour from now. And it really makes you feel like your choices matter, and it really kind of terrifies you on what could happen if you make the wrong decision. Our second place game is one that I'm sure most of you will put at number 1. Definitely the older viewers would put this at number 1. I, for one, think this game is great, it's horrifying, but it's just not my favorite. We have Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Amnesia, like I said, is an older game, so it doesn't have the best graphics, but what it does have the best of is sound design. Amnesia: The Dark Descent probably has the best sound design I've ever heard in a game, I've ever experienced in a game. Amnesia isn't a game you play, it's a game that you experience. You're immersed in this world fully, and you're trying to uncover details of this story, and your character's uncovering details of the story as well, because that character, in fact, has amnesia. Amnesia has also been known to give players mental fatigue due to the draining nature of the type of horror it is. It's not just jump scares, it's more of just a looming doom you have. You always think like something bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen soon, it's gonna happen, and it has set players off the edge, and there's a warning in the game for that. An easier explanation would be this game pretty much convinces yourself you're in danger in real life. And for the number one spot, we have my favorite horror game of all time. And there's 2 games in a DLC, but we're just going to focus on the first game because I think the first game is near flawless. We have Outlast 1. Outlast is beginning to end a roller coaster of emotions. 1 minute, I'm laughing my ass off because I'm cracking jokes, and then I turn the corner and now I have to run for my life because there's a big ass dude chasing me. Outlast traps you in an enclosed environment with the psychos of Mount Massive Asylum. One thing that I find terrifying is crazy people because they are unpredictable. And with the unpredictableness of these people, with no type of law enforcement around, it's pretty much anarchy throughout the whole game. You don't know what they're going to do to you, so there's no option to defend yourself. The only choice is to run or hide. And you can find a crazy person as you're going through the game that will leave you alone. It'll be fine. But this is false hope for when you either pass the same person again, or when you find another person you think, oh, last time they let me be, whatever, we're cool, we're just going to keep going and finish the objective. And then they bash your head into the ground. I don't want to get into the story because I think Outlast's story is really something beautiful and something you should experience either watching someone play or playing yourself. If you want to do that, I have a walkthrough for you up in the top right. Make sure to click it. It's probably my favorite walkthrough I've ever done on my channel. Definitely one of the most successful and most fun. Anyway, enough my self-advertising. Outlast has truly terrifying visuals and atmospheres, and even the enemies. It goes from gore to jump scares to sound design like Amnesia to just being chased down a hallway. It is horrifying. Tell me what you think of my top 5 list down below. Comment your top 5 list down below. Also, if you want to see any gameplay for any of the games, I have Outlast on my channel. Make sure to hit the top right. Take you right to it. Also, a link in the description will be there. Resident Evil 7, I have a little bit of gameplay. I haven't finished the game on my channel, so if you want me to finish the game, make sure to check out my Resident Evil 7 videos. Either comment on it and say, hey, finish the game, or just watch it, give it some likes, and I'll definitely notice, because I still check my old walkthroughs every now and then. Friday the 13th, I've been wanting to upload videos of that game, but I never got around to it. But the gameplay for this video will be mine. I'll just go record some with Shane and Evan. Until Dawn, I had a walkthrough, never finished it because I ended up getting a character killed and I was so pissed off. Sorry, I'm never finishing that game again on YouTube unless I'm at 1 million subs. So if you want me to finish Until Dawn on my channel, I need 1 million subscribers. So go make 999,000 fake accounts and we'll be good. Amnesia, I almost started a walkthrough, but I decided not to. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and peace out.